Claire McCaskill goes out there and says the following. Let's listen to her. I love what she did, and I'm generally a little bit hesitant with her. Check this out.
I have to take a deep breath here because I'm hopping mad. I'm just furious. I am furious at this little small man trashing the people's house with his narcissism and his ego, using those people that were becoming American citizens as props. And by the way, he's the most anti-immigrant president in the history of our country. I hope journalists are busy right now, because I guarantee you there's somebody in that group that would not be allowed in this country under this president's policies. You know, it is just infuriating that he has blown up the Hatch Act like this, and that all these people think these rules don't apply to them. Who do they think they are? It is just infuriating. And by the way, Melania Trump, let me give her credit. She at least said for the first time anybody in this White House has ever said how badly she feels for the families who have lost a loved one to COVID. But let's be real about whether or not she's really going to help him with women in the suburbs. They know what the deal is here. They've all defended husbands publicly. This is a woman whose husband had to pay court costs this week because he paid off a porn star because he was having sex behind her back with a porn star right after she gave birth to their son. Give me a break. I am done with this guy. Oh, sorry.
I mean, that was almost heartfelt. And not only that, she brought up the porn incident. She brought up that he's paying off the porn star, and we all know that he used illegal money to pay off the porn star, another porn star. So let's be clear here: a lot of Democrats don't hit that hard by pointing out right after Melania had her speech that everybody's going with all the. I mean, it's always seems like the mainstream media attempts to find the best thing they can find that a conservative does to really then highlight it as it being great. You know, they were all talking about how great Melania's speech was and all of that. And I love the context that McCaskill just gave, because what McCaskill just did there is, in as much as you had that speech, she also diminished it appropriately. And how did she do so? She made it clear, like, come on now. Do you think Melania is going to go out there and say that when this man has embarrassed her with a prostitute and paying off the prostitute and all these kinds of things? You know? But I tell you what really gets me about Melania in general, in the aggregate, is that how seriously they want to take Melania when they haven't taken Michelle Obama and even Dr. Jill Biden as seriously as they should. And it kind of makes me irate, if you will, just like these people are irate. You know, I mean, last night it brought me to write something, and, you know, some people complain, but I stand by it. I said, this is what a fake presidential re-election campaign looks like. We are living through his incompetence in their election. Number one, Melania walks out to do an adoring adulation and and ovation for doing what again? What again? Then Jill Biden taught even as she did the second lady's duty. Hell, Dr. Biden is a teacher, the profession I most respect. What did Melania do again to make our society better? Nothing of consequence. America is yet to be a meritocracy. My fellow Americans, forget bread and circus, and let's judge real merit and not one that was made up. You know, if this was anybody else, think about this. This is a woman, and by the way, I have no hang-ups at all. But I'm just talking about how the right would have talked about Obama and his wife, Michelle. If Michelle had posed nude, if Michelle had done all these things, if Michelle took a lot of pictures with her clothes off, if Michelle came into the country on one particular visa and worked illegally, if Michelle came here and got and was a chain immigrant, in other words, she comes in and then she brings a whole bunch of other foreigners into our country to get citizenships. All these things Trump is against. All these things the right's against. All these things is representative right now in the White House. And you don't hear peep for all these people that are saying it is like crickets, crickets, nothing. But these are the things that we have to put out there, not to diminish Melania or anything of that nature, but to point out the hypocrisy of what's going on altogether. And in doing so, we can then start to have the discussion on a level playing field. I'm Egberto Willies, host of Politics Done Right, an independent news program. I post several news videos of interest every day. I ask you so kindly to subscribe to my channel, and please leave me some comments. Thank you very much.